Hello, everyone, and welcome to What's the Tea with Gen X, Y, and Z. We are three generations, three perspectives, one cup of truth. So get ready for a refreshing take on hot button topics because we're going to be brewing up a steaming hot take on today's most pressing issues where we're going to dish on everything from social justice to pop culture. With humor, honesty, and maybe just a little healthy debate, we're going to sip the tea, spill the honest truth, and find some common ground across the generational gap. This show is informative, insightful, and guaranteed to what? Stir the pot. So, everyone out there in TV land and podcast land, I am representing the X Factor as Dr. Melissa, the extraordinaire.
Ah.
Something right there. Okay.
And hey, everybody, I am Amber, holding it down for us millennials.
And what's going on, y'all? My name is Zion, and as always, I'm keeping it real for Generation Z.
Amen.
Yay.
Real swaggy. Listen, y'all. So we're so excited. This is the beginning of a new season, and so we are super excited about this season. Over the course of this time, you're going to see some things change. You may see a little bit of changing with our studio. Let me tell you where we are at. We're in this season now, and season, not no pun intended, we're talking more like season of life.
Yep.
We're in this season now where it's about being organic, it's about being authentic, it's about just the relaxation of when you get comfortable in your own skin. And I truly do believe if you're taking out the time to watch us and to view us, I truly believe that we need to honor that you have chosen to watch us. And so we lead by example.
Absolutely.
And so I shared earlier with an audience of mine that there is this thought leader who said, a prepared man is better than a prepared message.
Okay.
Now just like marinate on that because we're always trying to be prepared. And I know for me, as an alpha kind of chick, I'm like, everything needs to hit right when it's supposed to. And, and it was that excellent. And what we lose sometimes with trying to have a prepared message is the beauty in being a prepared man or woman.
Right.
If I'm prepared, I am the message.
Right. You have that ability to adapt and be versatile.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Absolutely.
That's right. That's
Absolutely.
right.
Message come through. Yes.
I just learned to clock that T.
Clock that T.
Clock that
Lord.
T.
I told you my daughter, listen, every time she heard, she's like, clock it.
Clock that T. Y'all out there, wherever you are, just if you haven't heard of that,
Yeah.
I don't really know what it means. I'm gonna be honest with you, but it's
I don't
cute.
think we do neither.
No.
I don't think so.
I don't either.
I don't think so.
I guess maybe whatever you said, let's clock it.
But like,
where
where the clock it come from? The finger
the origin
gesture came from? I don't know.
Who knows? I don't
Where
know.
does anything come from? Like if people create stuff, it's like
Well, typically, like when people are creative like that, there's some degree of correlation
to what?
to whatever the pun might be.
So what's the T? The name of our show. What was the correlation? What's the T? What is that about?
Spilling tea because it's like a topic can be hot and like piping or whatever. Like there's some correlation.
Why wasn't it? What's the coffee?
Because tea is also hot. I mean, both are applicable, but tea just sounds. Maybe it's the wordplay. I don't know. One syllable.
Actually, it comes from tea time, like when people sit around and just talk.
There
They
you
have
go
tea
too.
and they have conversation.
There you go. That's one.
I
too.
love when I get an opportunity to educate the younger generation.
Yeah, we gonna do this season too.
Mine's work too though. Like I'm gonna give you credit. Like that works. The tea time. That's an antiquated phrase. So that's why I went over my head. But I'm gonna go ahead and say both of ours work.
Yeah.
But it's the wordplay at the end of the day.
It is
y'all.
antiquated.
Let's just Gen Z.
It is like from the Queen.
Let's be a little more creative. That's all. Let's be more creative and
Clock
witty.
that tea. Okay.
Mhm. Yep.
So listen, that intro that I gave you, I was setting you up because today what we're going to talk about is a phenomenon that really probably the two people on each side of me are going to understand probably a little bit more than me. But it's this whole concept, y'all. How many of you all will agree that we live in a world now where it really is all about the likes?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Lord. Ooh.
Like we are looking for likes.
Yeah.
Right? Like, and if you post something up, and I'm old, y'all, but I even do it. If I post something up and I go back in the hour, I'm like,
I ain't got a many likes.
Ain't nobody like mine. Why ain't nobody like
It's
my
a little
stuff?
different.
Yeah, I'm
Look
like,
at them notifications from TikTok. See if someone liked the comment.
yeah, and you feel some sort of way.
Yeah.
Like it's like it's a rejection. I'm like, well, I thought that was good. Why
was
didn't
dope.
anybody like it?
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so I'm not by myself with that.
No. Or you hesitate to post anything because you like, I don't think that's gonna get enough
See, I'm
likes.
more of a comment section poster. So like if I post a comment in the comment section and someone replied to my comment and they got more likes, it's like I'll be looking silly. Because it means they agree with whoever responded to me, everybody agreed with them more than me. And it's like now I feel stupid.
Right.
So yeah.
No, I can
Absolutely.
understand that because if I post a comment under something and it don't get at least one like, I'm gonna have an issue. Because I'm like, I know that
I'm gonna
makes
just
sense.
mute the notifications from there.
I'm gonna delete it. I'll probably just delete it.
Okay, so this is obviously
a safe topic for sure.
a hot button topic,
Oh,
right?
100%,
Right.
100%.
Definitely.
So what would you guys say, since we're talking about, when we talk about looking at that post or that comment, and we don't see the likes, we instantly, each of us started talking about how we felt.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? It was like, it was internalized.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Sure.
So when we talk about this whole concept of looking for likes, how do you all think personally, and even just what you've noticed in other people, how do you think that's affecting us emotionally on a larger level?
Ooh, that one hit right there.
Yeah, it hit so much, I'm going to let you start off with that one.
I bet you will. These days, a lot of things is like rooted within social media, especially people's identities and relationships. So you get on social media, you see people glorifying celebrity couples or things that they're doing, outings and things of that sort. It's like the it thing now is to put your relationship on social media so you can go viral and so everybody can idolize y'all.
Gosh.
And I'm like,
what
happened to real love that it didn't matter if it was on social media, if it was just y'all two? What happened to that? Why you want to put the whole world in your business? You know what I'm saying? And to that, it makes people not want to show their full selves. Like,
100%.
Be them fully. And I can't even just say, other people. It didn't happen to me too.
Right.
I didn't stop posting pictures because I'm like, this might not, attract enough. I might not make this in the For You page. You know what I'm saying? To get people to come and, follow me. But this year I'm more of like, I don't even care what other people think. It's cute to me. If they don't want to rock with it, then that's just what it is. But it can hit somewhere like deep emotionally, and then it gets you to thinking about yourself in the mirror, like, am I enough?
Right.
Do I need to change something? Because like, them social media models, they had everybody thinking they need to get their teeth done, get BBLs, you know what I'm saying? Just adulterate their whole body, like the vessel that we were given, because it wasn't enough for social media.
Now, I'm a fan of getting your teeth right. Now I'm just gonna.
You do. But it's different. But somebody once told me, they said, "Do you see a dentist walking around with veneers?" And when somebody told me that, I was like,
my dentist does.
But I ain't never see a lot of dentists.
Girl, that's
women.
like a hairdresser with her hair tore up. Then that's your fault.
But I'm saying, like, if you got good teeth, like my dentist was like, "Hey, why do you want to change your teeth? You got great teeth."
You got good teeth, but that's
and then that's what he said.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be honest with you.
Good in our society, good is not good enough.
Exactly.
So, yeah, I get what you're saying.
Exactly.
But sometimes,
but it's okay if you have messed up teeth.
It's okay if you.
And I'm not saying it's bad if you have them. I won't say it like that.
Right.
I'm just saying.
No, I'm not saying you are. I just want to go on the record to the people out there. Listen to me. When you get blessed in a position to improve anything in your life,
and you can afford it,
and you can afford it, that's a big one. Don't do it, and your utilities are off. That's not right.
Nah.
But do the things because sometimes it is a point of you feeling confident. I'm gonna agree with Amber on this, and you're right. When people are doing it, there are people that's doing stuff to make money. So if I get a BBL, then I'm going to be able to be in a video. I'm going to get attention. And if I get this, so you're doing stuff to your body in order to make some money or to, that's different.
Yeah.
When it's about you just trying to feel better about yourself and more confident,
right.
Not for anybody else, but for you, hey, do you. That's absolutely good. But to your point, you're right. When you're doing it, adulterating yourself because you've seen an image and it's like, I'm not good enough.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother thing.
And if you're gonna do it too, make sure you do it right. Because I was saying, no, because I gotta clear it up a little bit. Because like when I was talking about the veneers part, you had people out here that was going to the people that was taking a class and they was doing the composite veneers, and they was out here. You know what I'm saying? Their teeth was all their teeth was all jacked up. Man, okay. Like people won't. Okay. You got people that really be going to Columbia, Cali, and stuff like that, and get it done the right way.
Right.
But they was trying to change their identity and adulterating themselves with some jacked up teeth.
Right.
Cause they were getting the
same thing with the BBLs. Wrong. They was getting the BBLs in the back of
in the motels and stuff. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. If you're gonna do it the right way. No,
I'm just saying. And like, no shade. I'm gonna throw a little shade, then I'm gonna get on to my point.
Oh goodness.
Now the teeth,
that's
you can't. For you. No, you like nah, seriously, y'all. And I was trying to hold back. I can't, man. It's it's like first day out. The teeth is cool because it's like it's self-care at the end of the day. Yeah. So if you can take care of your teeth, take care of your teeth, and if that's paying it, pay for that bad boy. If you have it, pay for it. Like pay for that bad boy.
Oh, I thought you said painting it.
No. Like pay for it. Like if you can get your teeth repaired, looking well, it's self-care at the end of the day. Like pay for it. If you have it.
Dental health is health.
It is exactly. Now the BBLs. I'm gonna make one quick comment, but like. When it comes to your body, like you can work out and get whatever benefit you want to get. That's like men taking steroids because they feel like this man's bigger than us. Like just work out, let your body look good to you, and keep it pushing. Anyway. All right. So to my point, what was your question again? It was to how can that affect you emotionally, right? Okay, yeah, we're gonna move on from the BBL talk.
my bad, Zion.
No, you good. It just
I done lit a flame somewhere that it didn't need to be lit. I'm sorry.
No. Hey, here's the thing. Before you get to your point, please understand, we banter and talk about what our opinions are for ourselves.
Absolutely.
Let me tell you what we are not. We're not the BBL police. We're not the fashion police. We're not the teeth police. And here's what I'll say to anybody. Because most recently, and I'm going to digress for just a minute, there's a lot of discussion about a particular person that's well known wearing a certain dress, and and it was a religious connotation, and people felt some sort of way. Let me tell you something, and I'm not here. Yeah, I know you probably. I'm not here for yay or nay. Let me tell you what I am here for. Do you?
Yeah, I do.
I am about being authentic to yourself. Whatever that looks like for you, let me tell you something. If somebody don't like the BBL and you got one, what I would tell them is, well, baby, you don't like the BBL and you don't have one. What's the problem?
Yeah.
Like, it's your BBL. Like, so at the end of the day, we banter and we talk, and of course, we cannot be on the show and not talk about our perspective.
Oh yeah, we're gonna
talk about our perspective. But I just wanted to be clear to let you know that we don't drink haterade around here.
Oh no, fast.
We good. Listen, if you like it, I love it.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Zion.
Yeah, just invest in yourself. If you can work out, go work out. I'm not gonna give you an excuse. Go work out. You can work out. You got a condition you can't, cool. But if you can't, go work out, dog. But how can that affect you emotionally? So, from my opinion, I think like what you were saying is the physical aspect of it, where we feel like we're in a society where I talk about social media a lot, but it's true because of social media, you have all these different anomalies and outliers, whether it's someone's body, the physical face, like as I mentioned, like working out like a dude on steroids, whatever. And no hate to those brothers, but you feel the pressure to where it's like you have to replicate that, or you have to measure yourself up to that. So like from an emotional standpoint and a mental standpoint, it can be very deteriorating for sure. But it can even go a step deeper outside of the physical aspect of that as well. Like as I mentioned earlier with comments, right? Now, everybody lives their life the way they need to live their life. We all got our own framework or principles and moralities, right? Now, when you post something in the comment section, and you made a great example, like relationships. Like me personally, I keep my relationship off social media because whatever I do with whatever me and my spouse do really has nothing to do with y'all, right? So I understand everybody has their own blueprint of doing things, and I respect it. Some people do it this way, some people do it that way, but because we're too much on our phones and consuming other people's lives, we believe there's only one objective way to do it. And so when someone doesn't follow that same blueprint, what do? We judge and we berate them, even though the whole time, Mr. No Profile Picture back there, you don't even got what I got. So it's just like, calm down. Let me stop. I'm about to say it'd be the single people. And I'm gonna just leave it at that. But yeah, so emotionally and mentally, it can be very draining. So from my personal perspective, you have to be very careful on what you're consuming, and you have to learn to be comfortable in whatever you're doing. Evaluate yourself. Don't have someone that you don't know evaluate you.
Yo.
That'll preach right there.
Or somebody that's battling with their own self.
And that's the thing. And you don't even know because you don't know them. No profile picture.
That part.
Their name be HZ225. What does that mean?
Right.
I mean, you can know them too, and
exactly, no, for sure. No,
they battling their own stuff.
100%.
They try to put it on you.
100%.
So the thing about it is that I'm learning as an Xer entering, because before a few years ago, I wasn't like, I might post on Facebook once a year, once every 6 months, like maybe Christmas time, something like that. Before I started to work and start to do things in the online space with coaching and speaking and all of that, I just wasn't a social media person, didn't understand it. It was a way to connect with old people that you know, old friends or something like that.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you, and this is why I know that this is an issue. I have found myself in these last 4 or 5 years being on social and all of that. And what you really are trying to do, what you say you want to do, is show up as yourself. Right? That's what it's supposed to be. I'm showing up as myself. I'm showing you, you know, behind the scenes, day to day, this is who I am. But the pressure,
a lot of pressure
to create this non-authentic person, right? Because who you are authentically, well, is that viral? Is that trending? Is that going to help the algorithms?
Right.
And I'm telling you, these are terms I didn't know 5 years ago. But as I have moved more into the social media realm, it's like, it's all I hear all the time.
Right.
Well, you got to make sure that it's trending. Oh, well, you got to make sure that's going to go viral. Oh, you got to make sure it's scroll stopping and all that stuff.
Right.
And it's like
catchphrases,
hashtag. And what happens, what I found happening even with me, is that I would have something that I wanted to say. But before I would say it, I would filter it through all of the rules. Okay, is this viral enough? Wait a minute, is this going to come off as, you know, creative? Is this catchy? Is, you know, and what happened, and I'm ashamed to say it, is that more times than not, I would end up altering what I wanted to say, watering it down or changing it or using different words, or so that I had a better chance of it going viral or a better chance of getting more likes and all of that. 100%. Okay. This is where the problem comes in at. Because we can talk about, I'm big on social media. I believe now, not just from the personal standpoint, as a business strategist, social media is business media.
Absolutely.
Like, so social media, if you have a business and you're not on social, you're missing the point, right? So I understand the power of social media, and I certainly understand you do need to post. Y'all, please don't think this is poo-pooing on social media. It's not. But what I am saying is, I'm starting now to see from my standpoint how authenticity is sometimes compromised.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that you can fall within the trend of what needs to happen.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely. If I can, before you go ahead, Amber, I want to throw an example out there.
I was about to say something.
I felt it. I felt it in the spirit. But no, I just want to say something to add on to your point. Example, like it gets so much. There's a lot more pressure when it's like business, like the business aspect of it. Because some people just post on social media for fun. Because for some reason, I ain't gonna judge you. I'm sorry. For some reason, people like when other people are aware of what they got going on, and that's cool. If that's who you are, that's cool. I'm all respect and power to you. But there's a lot of people who make money off social media, and it's their brand. So, like, for example, especially in our generation, a lot of people have couple channels. And, like, so that's their brand. That's their identity. So I saw an instance, and I'm not going to say her name, and I'm not even trying to judge the young lady or anything like that, but she had a page, accumulated millions of followers. It was a couple channel, right? And then it has to be, I can only put into perspective her, like, it has to be so mentally draining because you're showcasing all the good things in your relationship, and you can be going there in a bad season, but it's like you're trying to hold on to the internet's perception of what you are instead of addressing the true problem, you know? And it gets so damaging sometimes, I think, when you finally push your limit, because we're all human beings, we all have a limit, especially if there's a problem that's not being addressed. They broke up. They broke up maybe in 2023. They kept the channel going under the impression they were still together until 2024. That had his own mental challenges until 2024. A whole year later, she just posted and was like, "Yeah, I'm just letting you know, y'all, we haven't been together for a year. Like, I can't do it anymore." Yeah. Like, it's a lot of pressure, especially when you get into that business aspect of it.
You're right.
So it can take a emotional, especially a mental toll on.
Exactly.
You know, the poster, the commenter, whoever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's deep right there. Ooh, being in a relationship.
It's hard,
and then
man.
breaking up and still having to fake the funk for a year.
Yeah, because it's your brand, and it's
Bless
like,
your
do you want to tarnish your brand or change your brand, and the risk in that is.
And I guess the thing that's difficult for me as a business strategist who teach people about brand is all about authenticity.
Right.
Exactly.
Like when you talk about your brand, it's not about perfection.
Right.
It's really about who I am. How I show up as me. And while we say that, everything around us says not good enough. That's not good enough. Recently, y'all, I'm going to tell you, because it started to bother me, that I would get ready to put something out there, and then I would stop and mute myself, filter it through and then sometimes say, I'm not going to post. Because I was like, that's gonna throw people off or whatever, right? But maybe about a month or two ago, I did a video in my kitchen with my headscarf on. Now, those of y'all who followed me before, you know I used to do something called Boss Chick Scarf Head Chronicles. Boss Chick was the CEO, blah, blah, blah. Scarf Head was the person, that voice on the inside that tells you you're not good enough, that we all have.
Absolutely.
You know, that says, girl, who do you think you are, blah, blah, blah. And when I would do the Boss Chick Scarf Head Chronicles, it would be the side by side. It would be me dressed with makeup and all that. And then it would be the headscarf, me talking. Now, I didn't use that headscarf because I just thought it was emblematic of, somebody with a problem. So I didn't. But I did have another headscarf, a head wrap. And I was making breakfast for my husband and my son. And I'm not going to even tell you the angst that I had before I posted. It was like, I felt like I needed to do it. But I'm telling you, I sat there and negotiated with my soul, I know, for 10 minutes. Like, what are people going to think? That's not my brand. People used to see me polish and Dr. Melissa and blah, blah, blah. And, I'm a fashionista and all these things that people have attributed to my brand. Right. And I was like, how can I do this? And then after 10 minutes, I said, because I have something to say right now and I got a headscarf on. It's not that I'm trying to just be extra and have the headscarf on, but right now I'm in the kitchen. Something just downloaded to me that I think will bless people, that I need to say. And in times past, I wouldn't have thought twice. But now here I am filtering it through. How is that going to play with my viewers and the followers and all of that? Yeah. Y'all, I went on, pushed record, and went on and had my little conversation with my headscarf, right? And the world did not end. The algorithms didn't blow up. Right. Mark Zuckerberg didn't call me like, girl, what you doing? Like, none of that happened, right? And I say that to say anything that is causing us to water down, placate. A lot of people that we're following their brand, it's not real. To your point, it's not real. It's what plays nicely for the algorithms.
Yeah,
right.
So it's like social media is creating the situation where we need validation. And it's a false sense. So we talk about, here's my real, it's a real look. It's not a real look. If you're placated and if you're adjusting it and doing all of this for the numbers and for the likes, it's not real, right? So
people judge you for not following the blueprint, man.
Exactly.
No, I follow this girl on Instagram, and she be keeping it really funky. Like, she was like, "Look, I don't clean my house for real. I got 10 kids." And I
old, man.
No, she really is.
Old. I get it.
And she said her New Year resolution was to, put things in place where she can keep a clean house. Now let's be real. When you got children, do your house always be spotless? Absolutely no.
Man.
Yeah. She got her a starting lineup for basketball. She got a whole bench.
I respect it,
she got starting and reserve.
You know what I respect about that? You know how many people are out there that's struggling with that?
Yes.
That the house is not spotless.
Exactly.
And they're just,
ooh. And they scared about how people are going to judge. It's a lot. Listen, it was me. Okay. And I got two. Like, when you're going through stuff, you know what I'm saying, mentally and emotionally, and you trying to get your life back on track, it's just some stuff that's just going to fall through the cracks. And you got to be okay with it.
Exactly.
And if they don't understand, they just don't understand. Who cares? Everybody
then
is
you're
not polished and
then
perfect.
you're not speaking to your audience from a real place.
That's fair.
Believe it or not,
Yep.
people don't need to hear all of your perfection. Don't get me wrong.
That part.
Don't downplay yourself either. Now, there was a time when I would show you all of the imperfections because I was more comfortable in that spot.
Right.
And I didn't want to talk about accolades, and I didn't want to talk about anything that I did well because I felt, funny about that.
Right.
So I'm not saying to reduce your shine.
Right.
But what I am saying is, how do people get an example of what's possible
Exactly.
if what you show up as is polished all the
Exactly.
time? You don't have marital issues.
Exactly.
That's a lie. You don't have issues with prioritizing family, work-life balance. Sometimes the dishes didn't get done. Like, these are real issues.
Exactly.
And if we're really trying to help people, then when do we get to the point where we say, here are my scars?
Exactly.
Hey, look, this is a scar here. This is not perfect.
Yeah.
This shows where I fell down. This shows where I missed the mark. This shows where I messed up.
That part. Ooh. And
But my get up is good.
You want to know the key part to that too? If you show your scars, people won't leave you, especially if they say they love you. You shouldn't be scared to show your war scars to people that say that they love you.
Yeah,
if they leave
exactly.
you, then they didn't love
They
you
were
in the
never
first
for you.
place.
Exactly.
And what's
Good
for
part.
you, it's gonna always be for you. Nobody can take it away from you. I had to
Exactly.
get that in my head because I always thought I had to be this perfect picture. I got to do this right. I got to do this right. I got to do this right. So this person don't leave. This person don't leave. This person don't leave. But you gotta understand, being perfect is one of the things I think is. Whoever wants to be perfect, it's crazy. It's hard because that means you cannot mess up. As a human, you got to be okay with messing up.
Exactly.
And perfectionism don't allow for that
Mm-mm.
at all. You got to be okay with knowing you're not going to be great at that. But it is some other things I'm great at.
Perfectionism is a guarantee that you're going to be disappointed.
That part
Because
right
you
there.
fail.
Because you're going to fail every time.
Every
You
single
want
time.
to get real cozy with failure, then just set yourself up to say, I'm going to be perfect.
Yeah.
And I promise you, you're going to intimately know what failure feels like because you are going to fail at being perfect.
Yeah, and just to add on, I'm gonna bring back a little bit to relationships on social media because that's what I consume the most. I ain't gonna lie,
Amen.
for better or for worse, right? So I'm also gonna bring an analogy in there, so y'all take your time, really hear me out real quick. So my favorite superhero is Spider-Man, right? And the reason why he's my favorite superhero is because he's relatable, right? Peter Parker's broke. Some iterations, he's a college kid. Maybe he'll get a girl, maybe he don't. He ain't Tony Stark. He ain't $1 billion, this and that. And he's not the strongest hero. Sometimes he get beat up. Sometimes he saved the day. But he gets up anyway. And the reason why I appreciate that is because in some sense I can relate to that. Now, no disrespect to y'all Superman fans. Superman cool, but it's like I find a lack of relation to that because, Kal-El, Clark Kent, he's an alien. He don't really feel a lot depending on the iteration, whatever. So I say all that to say it's like when you take it back to these content creators and stuff like that, typically, ideally, I would think people would want to follow someone they can relate to.
Yeah.
You see the good days and you see the bad days. I think some people, and I'm going to go back to y'all single people out there that can't mind your business. I'm back on y'all again. Yeah,
Ooh.
I said it, right? And the reason I say that is because instead of like working on yourselves and figuring out how can I evaluate myself so I can find a person that will complete me and do the things I need to do, y'all delude yourselves believing that a relationship is going to be perfect or a partner is going to be perfect or you're going to be 21 years old and you're going to find a man that's 6'3", jacked, worth $3 million, and for some reason going to give you time of the day exclusively. Be a little more realistic with yourself, and just because your favorite content creator on social media has that might not mean you have it, because maybe she did everything she needed to do to get that man.
Drops the mic.
And he's saying you in the
if you are that, you might not
general
be.
sense of the word.
I was
You
about
might
to say, hey, you're not talking to all of them
Not
because
you
some,
in the-
Could never be our
Not you.
supporters.
Well, hold on,
Never
no.
could be our
No,
supporters.
wait a minute. Sis, not you. No, he wasn't talking
Not you.
No, but
We love you, sis.
the girl beside
But you?
Yeah.
Nah, not beside her. Over to the corner there, kind of lurking with the evil eye. Yeah, you.
So
the
here's
one
the
that's
thing.
mean mugging her.
Here's the
Yeah, I
thing.
see you too.
Here's the thing
I
I'm
see
gonna
you.
say, and Zion, you make a good point. And
Yep.
you use the word that I want us to end our episode with today. You said content creator.
Yep.
Hey, in and of itself, I think that's the problem. We're trying to create content.
Okay.
Instead of being a content creator, why can't we be a content demonstrator?
Okay, hold on.
Right? You understand? So I'm showing you what's real. The
Right.
content that I'm showing you, I don't have to create.
Yeah.
If I've got to
Yeah.
create the content,
It ain't real.
then that's a problem.
Facts.
And I think we say that content creator. So I sit down to create content for you
Yep.
rather than to demonstrate
Yep.
the content. And so maybe that's where we go with this because and then when you're trying to create what's better than the next.
Mhm.
And let me find my gap. Let me find my niche. Okay, they doing this. I'm gonna do a different iteration. You know, that's why there's an app called like Repost,
Right.
where you take somebody's post and it's the same thing, but you just put your pictures to it or whatever. Let's say if you look and somebody got 1 million views, you repost, you take that post and you change it up with your stuff. So you take their video out and maybe the music is there, whatever. And don't get me wrong, for those of us that are out there in the social media land and you're doing these things that you need to do for your business, we understand that there are blueprints and things you have to do. But I'm going to say to you, if you are more concerned about creating content than showing content, inviting people to see my life, I don't need to create my life. I just need to, if I'm going to go on that journey, you don't have to. But if you're going to take people on a journey about your life, can it be your life?
Yeah, because you're making money, but who are you really inspiring if it's a facade?
I don't want to listen to anybody that ain't real.
No,
and listen, and most people can sense when you just fake it too. If you're faking the phone, I think the problem excuse me. I think the problem is most people don't care no more. Yes,
fake or not.
They want to be entertained.
They just want to be entertained.
Yeah,
like you'll watch something, you'll know it's a skit or it's fake, and you just don't care. Like, yeah, it's just that's
they don't even care to make it clean no more, and that's what turns me off. I'm like, you know what? Go on and scroll, and I'm just gonna keep scrolling until I find something with a little authenticity because this right here ain't cutting it.
That was a bar what you said though about creating. See, it's crazy when you say create. I think of like you're creating fiction, like you're creating stories, you're creating characters. So that I like that. Y'all might have to clock it in the chat, man. Y'all go ahead and clock that.
And it's because that was one of the things that I've been dealing with myself. I don't call myself a content creator. I'm not creating anything. What I would love to do is take you on a journey and demonstrate what I choose to show you.
That part,
right? Because my whole entire life is not. I'm not living in social media land. There are things that are private and sacred to me, and I choose not to share. But if I'm going to take you on this journey, and if people are going to follow you and connect with you, then give people you. Right? And so as we round this up, here's the thing. Are we looking for likes so much that we're willing to create what is likable? I want to be liked so much, and I'm looking for likes so much that if I figure out that's what you like, that's what I'll be. And that's what I'll do. And that's what I'll say. And it causes us to get more extreme and more monolithic. We've almost becoming like one big amoeba of the same thing. Like individuality goes out the window when you start trying to follow these rules of posting and content and algorithms and all that. And what
using Zion's favorite word.
Conformity.
Yes.
The rules don't stay the same too, especially talking about social media. Trends are always changing. So if you're trying to like create an identity off a trend that's temporary,
you losing already.
You ain't gonna last long. No disrespect to you.
That's right.
Just be yourself. You'll go a long ways.
Yeah, that promotes longevity.
That's it.
Sure.
That's it.
And look, you gonna be some people cup of tea. You might be some people. Hey, it is what it is.
I like we said cup of tea.
Yeah, cup of tea.
Right on in there. Yes. So listen, you guys. Thank you for joining us today. We got to keep this conversation brewing. We need to ask questions, listen to understand, and then acknowledge the unique challenges that each generation faces. But then we got to look for common ground, y'all, because trust me, it's there. So until the next time, I need y'all to keep sipping the hot tea and keep talking. Piping hot. And tune in next time for another thought-provoking and entertaining conversation that bridges the generational gap, one cup at a time. See you next time.